Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Writer Wednesday. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make words/paragraphs have emotions. Now, I don't literally mean saying like, the paragraph started to cry. Okay, so an example what a sentence having a emotion is something like this. The sun danced throughout the whole summer. Wavy blue ocean. Now, there's two techniques I use here. I use the sun is dancing, which the sun really cannot just get up and dance. Oh, if you're in a cartoon, it would. And I say wavy blue ocean because that shows the surroundings of summer, which connects together. And another example would be as Franklin walked down the cold, wet path. The cold, wet path is describing the setting right there. Through the dark and gloomy night, he admired his surroundings of dark silhouettes, playing in the trees. The trees danced in the windy night. This was a night Franklin would not forget. A typical Friday, yet a strange night to be walking down the town. So pretty much I use another one of these, which is the trees dancing. Now, what I mean by that is I'm pretty much describing as the tree is like, you see the shadow of the tree in the wind, and it looks like it's dancing. Okay, and I use dark silhouettes to add, like, I guess you can say exaggeration to the text, which is another technique that you could be using. And another example of this paragraphs having emotion would be the door slammed in his face. We all have been there. A rain cloud appeared over his head. I guess you could say the sky was very blue on this day, but the sky wasn't really blue. How could he have forgotten the importance of happiness? The sun flipped and the moon was out. Nightfall Blues. So this is something I call Nightfall Blues just because it's nighttime and blues. So it's pretty much like wordplay. So blues really means like you're sad. That's what the color blue is represented in some text you'll be looking at depending on what you read. And a rain cloud appeared over his head. Now, you could see this like in any kind of cartoon you watch, like a rain cloud appearing over someone's head could mean blue, of course, which means you're sad. And this is another wordplay because I say, I guess you could say the sky was very blue on this day, which means the sky was filled with sadness. But the sky wasn't blue because if you look outside, the sky would be blue. But in this instance, it is not because it's nighttime. So that's wordplay right there. Okay, so how to turn simple phrases into phrases with meaning. Okay, I'm very happy. Now you could, instead of saying that, you could describe your happiness in many ways, like, my face turned into an amusement park. Happiness, laughs, and joy filled the air. So I pretty much describe an amusement park because amusement parks are filled with happiness. Happiest place on earth. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so the car was moving very fast. Now, I forgot to add very, so I put a very there because, of course, like I said, exaggeration sometimes is good in some instances. So the car was moving at a fast pace. Trees zooming by. The leaves started to dance in the silhouette of the tree. Action directors could have been asking us to premiere in your next high-speed chase movie. So, pretty much I'm using the one about the trees and leaves dancing again, because this is like a good way to symbolize fast movement in any way, like if there's wind or there's a car zooming fast by some trees. Okay, so instead of saying that nighttime is dark, try saying as night fell upon us, the trees became silent. Car horns and typical busy day activity stopped. Nighttime was quiet. It was like the whole city was trying not to wake up a baby. So pretty much what this is saying is that the whole city became quiet as it came nighttime. So instead of saying the nighttime is dark, I describe what nighttime is like. So the trees are silent, car horns, and everything stopped as everyone's going to sleep at that time. So that's one way you could make that have a word with meaning, or phrases with meaning. Alright, so what are literary devices, you may say? So they're pretty much stuff to make your, like, word strong and all that stuff. So some literary devices are a metaphor, a simile, or a personification. So a metaphor is making a comparison without using like or as. So an example you may have heard is it's raining cats and dogs. Now, what that means is it's raining very, very loud outside. Like cats barking, cats barking. I meant cats meowing, dogs barking. It's pretty loud outside. So a simile is making a comparison between two things by using like or as. So you may have heard this before or may have not. Justin is like a bear. So could that mean Justin is very hairy or he's just very excited and terrifying like a bear? It can mean two things. And a personification is giving human traits to non-human things. So like the whole city danced with joy. So the city really isn't alive, and it really did not just get up and start doing the whipping nay. Like that's what personification is. I could be saying like something like the bear danced. Now that is a living thing, but it's not non-human. It's a non-human thing. The bear literally cannot dance. That's rare to see. If I ever seen it, then please email it to me. No, I'm playing. Okay, with that being said, that was how to turn simple phrases into phrases with meanings and making words/paragraphs have emotion. And if you would like to see lesson 1.1, which is pretty much how to understand if you're an author/think of ideas, please look in the description where it would be posted. With that being said, thank you for watching and hope you stay tuned for more important lessons that we'll be going over.